Um, and I think maybe, Francis, you're the only one who's heard this one before, about Kev the Uncookable. Um, there's a seafood shop just down the road from here, and driving by one day, I noticed a sign out front that said live and cooked lobsters. And I misunderstood at the time, and for some reason I thought it said live cooked lobster, which to me is a tough lobster. Uh, so I came up with this story after. Uh, you might think that the tiger is the toughest animal around, or the elephant's the champion if you measure pound for pound. But most agree the lion is the king, but no, he's not, sir. The toughest creature that walks this earth is Kevin. He's a lobster. Yes, a lobster down in Raisin Arm. He's the king of all the beasts. And whoever you pick for second place, don't come near him in the least. See, Kev's a live cooked lobster, and that's a rare creature at that. Oh, you can boil old Kev for hours and hours, and he doesn't feel a tap. Someone said a wolverine could bring Kev to his knees, but he wouldn't last a minute boiled in 212 degrees. Sure, Kev's been cooked that many times in water boiling hot. It jumps out after an hour. He says, guys, look, you missed a spot. Now, one enterprising fisherman came down from T-Bun Bight, and he worked a deal with Kevin. And well, yes, you heard that right. A lobster and a fisherman both put their heads together and worked out a scheme went like a dream, as smooth as patent leather. You see, that fisherman will sell old Kev over to the grocery store. Then Kev will help his friends escape, so, well, Sobeys, they'll need more. But sometimes, well, Kev will stick around just for a bit of fun, and some poor schmuck will buy him and think his supper's number one. But after trying to cook old Kev, and many people tried, they'd give up and throw him in the sea and go for burgers and some fries. One fella put him on the barbecue, and he closed the metal cap. Well, to Kev was like a sauna. Sure, he stretched out and had a nap. And when they opened up the barbecue after about an hour and a half, Kev said, boys, can you close the door? You're letting in the draft. So even the barbecue crowd gave up and gave old Kev the pass, because a meal of tasty lobster ain't worth 5 tanks of propane gas. So nowadays you'll find old Kev cutting big anchors right in half, or driving oil rigs out of town. He'll do that for a laugh. But sometimes he'll call up that fisherman if ever he gets bored, and he'll jump aboard old Skipper's truck and they'll head off down the shore. They'll go over to the fish plant where they'll, chat up all the girls. And then they'll pack old Kev in styrofoam and we'll ship him anywhere in the world. So the next time you go out for seafood and some big lobster grabs your eye, and then you'd swear to God he winked at you as you were passing by. So you buy him and then you throw him in a pot. But then he gives you one of these. Well, that means you'll have to boil your water hotter than 212 degrees.